WIC stands for Women's, Infants, and Children's Program. So we provide services to pregnant women and postpartum women and children from infant to 5 years old.
The Farmers Market is an outdoor, open-air event where farmers come together and sell their wares. This is a place for them to set up a temporary booth and have access to all the shoppers and pedestrians that are in our market locations.
We're excited about continuing our partnership with Tacoma Farmers Market each year that we offer Farmers Market, that the Farmers Market is available. It is a great opportunity for us to get out in the community, be part of the community as a WIC agency, and bring our clients and have them experience the local farmers market and all that they have to offer. What we want to do is increase fruits and vegetables consumption by making it really easy and convenient for our clients to redeem their farmers market checks.
The feedback we've gotten from WIC recipients is that it's a really easy program to use, that it's really great to identify with the farmers who grow their food, teach them how to store the produce, they teach them how to grow some of their own, and they teach them how to use some of the more odd and exotic items that we can grow here in Washington.
The farmers market checks are checks that we get in around June, and the clients can actually go to the market. They receive them at the WIC clinics, and then they go to the market to redeem them.
It's actually very affordable to shop here. And for what you're getting so much more value for the price because it's so fresh.
You get these coupons and the $2 vouchers, and then all you do is you go up to the farmers with the fruits and vegetables, and then you pick out what you want, you hand them however much it is, and it's just like money. It's as easy as that.
It's really easy to tell which farmers accept the WIC program payment because they have been pre-approved, and in that process they have a small sign that's posted on their booth. So it's really easy for the shoppers to identify where they can spend those benefit dollars.
All they do is put my farm number on this slip, I take it to the bank, endorse it, and I get my $2. The WIC program is one of the best programs I've ever seen the federal government be involved in.
If you have WIC checks and you would like to get some fresh vegetables, all you do is give them to the vendor and they'll give you your fresh vegetables.
It's easy.
It's easy.
Just easy.
We promote healthy eating habits because research shows that it reduces health risks such as obesity, diabetes, heart disease, cancer, and stroke.
The rates of obesity in Pierce County are statistically significantly higher here than when compared to the state. 2/3 of our population, adult population in Pierce County, are either overweight or obese. In children, it's about 27%. We're seeing a rise in the number of children that have diabetes and are starting to see the development of plaque in arteries of children that traditionally we've not seen at this level previously. Children that have poor health suffer a number of consequences in the school environment. Children that are healthy are going to school more often. They score better on standardized tests. They have a better self-esteem in general.
And most surprising for me is how easily addressable that is when you change someone's diet. We see dramatic improvements in cholesterol, blood sugar, mood balance, digestive function, just by helping people eliminate refined foods from their diet, increase vegetables, increase fruits, eat organic, local, seasonal produce. Dramatic improvements in 1 week's time even.
What we're hearing from people is that when they eat this way, they lose weight, they have more energy, and a better quality of life. They're also teaching their children a very important way to prevent from becoming like some of the adults that are in their world. We've all evolutionized through this processed food chain that we've been through, and Now we're trying to transition back to a more healthy way of living. We're showing our children how important that is and how to take the steps to do it.
One, you're being active at the farmers market, and it just a little bit more energized with fresh vegetables.
I think that the farmers market ties into a healthy diet by offering people organic, local, seasonal produce that's higher in nutrition. It's not filled with toxins, pesticides, herbicides, so our bodies aren't having to deal with that additional stress. It also offers a variety of fruits and vegetables that perhaps we haven't been exposed to.
Fruits and vegetables are a great source of vitamins and minerals, phytochemicals, and antioxidants, which help us be healthy.
Nutrients are lost during shipping and storage. You get more nutrients when you eat fresh food immediately.
We know that corn, within a few hours after it was harvested, starts losing its sugars and it becomes just plain old starch. And that holds true for all of your other produce. So we harvest in the morning before we show up at the markets. We show up at the markets at 7 in the morning, and it was harvested between 6 and 5 in the morning and delivered. So you are getting produce that is fresh.
Everything you could ever want, being health conscious and wanting to eat better and become more healthy minded, is down there at the farmers market. Everything.
Farmers markets also provide education. Farmers and the vendors that are at farmers markets often provide education as to the benefits of healthy foods.
A lot of what we do when we're at the market is educate people. That's why we have an open door policy. We're constantly educating people on the benefits of goat, the benefits of goat milk. We love our job, we love working with the animals, and we both like educating people and talking to people one-on-one, so it's a perfect match.
The other aspect of the farmers market that I really love is being able to share different ways of looking at certain produce and trying to learn how to diversify your choices. Grocery stores have standard items all the time. At the farm, it's seasonal, and there are other stuff that maybe they would never have considered, but by being able to share that information with them, I think it's just opening doors for consumers to try and do a variety of healthier choices, and I think that's the best part of the farmers market.
The farmers take the time to show them, teach them, and they cultivate these relationships. What often happens is friendships develop between the farmer and the WIC shoppers.
I think there's a lot of resources out there at the markets that help people in one way or another.
We also will have a cooking demonstration most every day so that customers can come and learn and watch.
I'm going to add the cabbage with the zucchini and the carrots. Let that cook down a little bit.
We figure there's going to be a learning process involved in bringing people back to how do you chop up these vegetables and those fruits and this meat and these cheeses and put it together to make an incredible meal.
There's these direct effects, direct benefits that we get from local production of food that we see in the food that we eat and the economy that we make sustain itself. But there's also sort of the environmental benefits and the social benefits that we have by interacting with where our food comes from, and also seeing the benefits to areas like Puget Sound.
We are already at a spot in the United States where we import more than half of what we eat. So I think we need to save good farmland so that your children and your grandchildren will have food to eat.
And when you know that a local farmer is farming for you and you're buying from his farm, you influence the land around you. You're a role player in that, so that the individual becomes an important part of protecting our farmland and taking care of our environment.
A large portion of our highly productive land, namely the Puyallup River Valley, has been developed, and that is by far the most productive part of Pierce County in terms of fresh fruits and vegetables. Since 2002, we've lost about 11,000 acres. Most of that has been to commercial development, and just to give you an idea, that's about a sixth of the total land that was in agricultural production at that time.
So for us, protecting our farmland is a really important aspect of our care for our local environment.
When you're eating local food, we don't need to spray it with additional chemicals to keep it fresh or keep it from rotting. You can talk to the person growing it and know how it was grown.
Any community that has farmers markets tends to be more vibrant. There's more access to healthy food, and you have neighbors who come out to really support the effort.
No matter where we put them, they create vibrancy in the community and creates a sense of community that it didn't have before the farmers market arrived.
There's so much good food down there and so much relationship with people.
And we think that these things are important for the community and for the future of our children and grandchildren. We will all need to continue to eat. And I think having food local is the most important thing we can do.
Local is better because the farmers care, they're vested in the community, and they are part of our whole world. And when we have a link directly to the farmer, it makes us feel like we have a stake in the environment, in their future, and in our future and our children's future.
Economically, it benefits the community to have this cycle strengthened.
For every dollar spent locally, it has 6 times the resounding impact in the local economy, in agricultural communities.
In America, one of the things that we're very much lacking is the event of dinner. Culture is something that's been lacking for a long time, and it's very nice to see it coming back to America.
The farmers market is a really fun place to be. Our goal is to stimulate all 5 senses when you're down here at the market. We have music that goes on every week. You can walk through and see the most amazing assortment of flowers, produce, people. There are families, there are communities coming together. It's just a really nice place to be, and I think people find that very welcoming.
Well, farmers markets are very unique because they appeal to a very broad cross-section of the community. Farmers markets are incredibly family friendly, and it's a good thing because people can bring their kids, they can bring their grandkids, and so the thing about farmers markets is that they're very, very accessible to all people. It's about food, but it's also about building community.